Kaizer Chiefs make it 3 out of 3 in the Betway Premiership, beating Richards Bay or the Natal Ridge Boys 1-0 to make it 9 points out of a possible 9 points. Welcome to the AMAKHOSI corner on the Soccer Huddle. This is your boy Mujara. Yeah. Kaizer Chiefs 1, Richards Bay 0 in a tight encounter for FMB Stadium. And you know what? Before I even start analyzing, before I even start giving you my own opinions on what the game, I just want to give out a big shout out to the fans that made it to the stadium. FNB, they said, but the supporters were there. You could see they lifted up the boys, and credit to them for all coming out on a Wednesday night. And hopefully, we see a packed stadium next week, Wednesday, when we play against the current league champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. But back to the game today. I think I think Chiefs, we dominated the game from start to finish. I think Richards Bain never looked like scoring. Maybe if they could have gotten maybe a corner or a set piece, but in the game, I think we bossed the game throughout the whole game. And I think before I even get into it, I just like Tabokele. Yes. I've spoken about him so many times in my videos, and I said this boy is a talent. But today he just showed his class. He just showed his class. I lost count of how many jewels that he's won. I've lost count how many balls that he got back from the opponent. I lost count of how many passes he did, how many forward passes, defensive passes. I lost count. That's how good he was today. I think man of the match. He deserved the man of the match. I think he was that good. We just need to find someone that we can pair with him. The two that we need to pair with him, and so far I can see Coach Nabi is still looking for that midfield that he can trust to start every single game. And I think Chistel are still waiting for their papers. I don't know what's going on with the PSL or is it Kaizer Chiefs, but whoever is responsible, it's unacceptable. How long have you announced these players? How long have you announced it? But even now, the papers are not ready. Like, what is this? I know they've played. We played a friendly game on Saturday, and they were part of the starting lineup. So it's very difficult for Coach Nabi and his team to pick a team that consists of players that others. Let me just fix this thing here. Yeah. Sorry about. Anyways, you know Memphis law. When things go wrong, they go wrong. But anyways, we'll fix this thing later. Let's leave this. We you see when things go wrong, go wrong. But mean my pirate my Chiefs, my Sundowns, man or hey Chiefs win. Things just fall apart. Anyways, let's leave it. So yeah, I was just saying, or they're still trying to get those two players that can play with him. And I think for me, this is just my honest opinion. Oduba today wasn't as effective as you want him. Obviously, he gets credit for the assist for the goal. Chabalala as well. Yeah, like the biggest critic I can say Kacheko is that we were wasteful and we lost so many balls. We were wasteful with our passes. Like I don't want to sound negative, but we were wasteful. And I think I would agree with what Coach Ben said after the match. He said he wanted his team to go get the second goal. It is important, but he felt some players were playing for the supporters, and I think he's right in a way. We are not saying don't play for the supporters. Obviously, they are there to see us play, but sometimes we need to kill games off. We need to learn to kill games off. Otherwise, you get stronger opposition like Wolamamlu Sundowns, All Pirate, even with Stellenbosch, and they will punish you. And there's games we call Africa that will play that we do the same thing. And then in Africa, I was watching the Chen game of Bafana yesterday. They just gave Uganda two penalties. One of it is questionable. Even the second one is questionable. But you need to be able to kill games off. Like don't give the opponent any chance of coming back. And I think that's what we lack today. We lack that today that we need to finish off. But credit to the boys. Another win. We were gonna build. We building momentum. We're building the confidence, and hopefully, when we play Mamelodi Sundowns next week, we take our chances. We kill the game off, and I think we still underdogs against Sundowns, but I think we stand a better chance. And I think I've always said this: when we play against Sundowns, we give them a run for their money. And I hope next week go FNB Stadium, the supporters come support the team, and we give it a go. Lilepo, you know what, guys? And I've said this before. Like Lilepo, he's a hard work. There was one ball. I think it was in the 89 minute. It was a loose ball. I think we were clearing it, and he made a run. Abafita, the defender, reaches and he got the ball and he won us a throw in. And that guy, man, he never stops. He never stops running. That's what I love about him. He never stops running. He never stops trying. He never stops taking defenders on. He never stops shooting. And that's what you need. That's a mentality that you need for a team of Kaizer Chiefs caliber. You need someone that doesn't stop running. You don't need someone that puts their head down whenever they lose a ball. You need them to go, go. Keep trying. But you know what? I think for today, and obviously, we hope Aiden's injury or hamstring is not as bad as others, because we are really low on centre backs at the moment. I think we've got Kunika. Otherwise, we'll have to play Cross or go left centre back. But I think for me today, Tabo CELE, a big shout out to him. Lilepo, a big shout out, and I think maybe SIRINO and Ngobo when they came up. But I felt as well Ngobo was losing too much balls. He almost cost us a counter attack, but I hope he learns from that. You keep ball position, especially when you are leading at home or you're looking to penetrate that low block. We do not have to waste balls. We have to keep possession of the ball. But anyways, a good performance overall from the team. Those are just my negatives. Let me know, Cozy family, what you think of the game tonight. I think yeah, we won. That's the important thing. It's these games that win you the league. It's these games that get you to be where you want to be, or challenge the league. Some might say challenge the league or get into the top 8. These are the games that you need. You grind the results and you get the results. And unfortunately, last season we couldn't get. We wouldn't have won these games if in the last season. But anyways, let me know, Makosi family, what you think of the game tonight, and what are your predictions, your early predictions against Sundowns next week. My early predictions, I'm gonna say it boldly. We're gonna win 1-0. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Arineke Zaka. Until we meet again.